Oh hey, Buddy Cosplay here. It's that time of year, Christmas cookies and candy. Let me get rid of this, hold on. Much better. No one likes to hear somebody talk with their mouth full. And since it's the holiday season, I thought I would take a moment just to share something with you that I do every year. On top of making cookies and things like that, I make something called White Lightning. It's basically white chocolate over pretzels and it has peanuts in it. It's real simple, and I'm going to show you how to make it just as a little bonus video for your upcoming holiday gatherings. So let's get started, and I'm going to share with you this recipe that I've been making for years, and it was something my mom made before me and her mom before her. Maybe something you can do with your family. So let's get started. Here's all the supplies you need. Usually I use white chocolate, but the vanilla almond bark was on sale, so I use this. You can use this as well. You can also use chocolate. I prefer the white chocolate. You need a bag of pretzels. You can use stick pretzels. These smaller pretzels, you can even use the long pretzels, but for this I wouldn't use the long pretzels unless you're going to dip them individually. And then you need a thing of peanuts. I prefer dry roasted. Doesn't really matter, just peanuts to add to it. If you have a double boiler, it would make life a whole lot easier, but if you have one, you're ahead of me in the kitchen department. I do not have a double boiler, but a double boiler is basically a pot that you put water in that has another pot that sits in it, that the water heats this up. And this works just fine. I have a bigger pan, I'm gonna put some water in it, put a smaller pan inside just to make sure the water does not go inside, because if water touches your chocolate, it will ruin your chocolate. You can also use the microwave. I prefer to do it this way. It doesn't take long, but the microwave will work just as good. That's plenty of water. I've got the heat turned on high on the stove. Got to make sure the water isn't too much that it's going to boil or splash up into the pot. It looks like it'll be fine. This floats nice on top. Now we're just going to open up our white chocolate or almond bark and put this in here, and it'll take about 10 minutes to melt fully. Be careful not to let this over boil, because if that water starts splashing in there, you'll ruin your chocolate or almond bark. Also, as it's melting, take time to stir it so these bigger lumps can touch the pan a little more and melt faster. The next part is pretty straightforward. You want to open a bag of pretzels, put them on some trays, and then we're going to add some peanuts. How much peanuts? About that much. Just whatever your preference is. There's no real measurement here. Okay, my chocolate / almond bark is ready to go. It is nice and melted. And for the next step, we're just going to pour it on top and mix it together. I'd recommend using something to mix, something like that. You can use your hands, but you'll probably burn yourself. So don't do it unless you're just insane. So for those who are less insane, I'm going to go ahead and pour the chocolate. Very easy candy to make. I'm going to pour it. You got to mix it before it has time to start solidifying, because once it starts solidifying, it's a little too difficult to mix. Just mix it up to get a good coating. And sometimes the nuts will start to stick together in one area. Try to spread them out because you don't want them all together. Move this to the side and do the second one. Make sure you pick up the peanuts with chocolate on it. If you have kids, this is a good time to yell for them to come in and scrape the pan clean with their finger. That's one of my favorite things growing up, just getting to do that. Last step, put them in the fridge. Give about 15 minutes to cool down. You want that chocolate to solidify. And we'll come back in 15 minutes. They've been in the fridge for a while. The chocolate is nice and solidified. And the last part is to break it up and put it in a bag. To break it up, just get you a spatula. Dig under there, make sure you're getting all those peanuts. Start breaking it up, put it in Ziploc bags, give it to your friends, your family, take it to work, give it to your teacher, whatever you want, and there you go. A very quick, easy holiday snack that you can make with your family, and it's something that my family does as tradition every year along with Christmas cookies. We love it, it brings us together, and it's something that maybe will work for you. So, happy holidays.